Welcome to had6 channel. In this video, we will look into thoughtless. 12 adjectives with similar meanings will be reviewed in example sentences. Let's get started. Number 1. Imprudent, which means rash. Imprudent. For example, it would be imprudent to leave her winter coat behind. Number 2. Foolish, which means lacking good sense or judgment. Foolish. For example, he was foolish enough to confide in her. Number 3. Rash, which means impetuous. Rash. For example, he cursed himself for being so rash. Number 4. Negligent, which means failing to take proper care over something. Negligent. For example, the council had been negligent in its supervision of the children in care. Number 5. Neglectful, which means not giving proper care or attention to someone or something. Neglectful. For example, children whose parents were abusive or neglectful. Number 6. Heedless, which means showing a reckless lack of care or attention. Heedless. For example, someone had stayed behind, heedless of the warnings. Number 7. Reckless, which means heedless of danger or the consequences of one's actions. Reckless. For example, you mustn't be so reckless. Number 8. Unthinking, which means expressed, done, or acting without proper consideration of the consequences. Unthinking. For example, don't encourage the unthinking sprinkling of salt over food. Number 9. Careless, which means not giving sufficient attention or thought to avoiding harm or errors. Careless. For example, careless motorists. Number 10. Unwise, which means foolish. Unwise. For example, it would have been unwise to argue. Number 11. Silly, which means having or showing a lack of common sense or judgment. Silly. For example, another of his silly jokes. Number 12. Remiss, which means lacking care or attention to duty. remiss. For example, I can see that I have been very remiss. If you have better examples in mind, please share them in the comment section below. It is now the time to hit the subscribe button.